students, welcome to my channel. So in today's video we will study some questions related to magnetic field. With respect to differentiate, we will calculate the magnetic field at one particular point. But before starting, I'll tell you the formula which you have already studied. Okay, so let's take a quick recap of this particular formula. So the first that as you are seeing on the board is the magnetic field due to straight wire of finite distance at a distance r. And the formula is V equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I upon r sin alpha plus sin beta. For finite wire, we use this particular formula. Okay, I is the current, r is the perpendicular distance, alpha and beta are the angle that are made if you join the line. Okay, so if you are confused about this formula, then watch my previous videos. Okay, you will have a better idea about it. Okay, if we migrate this formula into the infinite one, okay, we get B equal to mu naught upon 4 pi 2I upon r. So for the infinite wire, infinitely long wire at a distance r, the magnetic field is mu naught upon 4 pi 2I upon r. Okay, so this is the second part of the formula. Then if we calculate the magnetic field due to current carrying circular coil at the center, then the formula is V equal to mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi I upon r. Here it is 2I upon r for infinite length, and it is here 2 pi I upon r. Okay, so at the center, this is the formula mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi I upon r. On the axis, there is one more formula. You can derive this result from that formula which is there for an axis. In the later videos, I will explain about that. On the axis of the wire, okay, current carrying wire, the magnetic field is 0. You know Biot-Savart law dV, that is mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin theta over r square. So if you find out magnetic field, this is the wire, I current is flowing, this is dV. Okay, then the magnetic field will be around it. On the wire, if you find it, okay, you can see, suppose this point outside P, this is the angle theta. Okay, if you want to determine the magnetic field at the wire, on the wire I must say, okay, then this P point will be lying here, so this angle will be 0. So on the surface of the wire, okay, this theta will be 0. So if you put this theta to be 0, sin theta will be equal to 0, and when sin theta is equal to 0, that means dV will be equal to 0. Okay, so what I have written previously, the magnetic field on the surface of the wire, on the axis of the wire, that will be 0. Due to itself it will be equal to 0. Now we take a basic problem, okay, through which we can utilize some of the formula, or combination of some of the formula. But important part is that you should know about the direction of magnetic field. So I told you right hand thumb rule, that will be utilized, because for 2 or 3 different surfaces, if you are determining magnetic field, then how you will determine the net magnetic field. So in order to determine the net magnetic field, what you have to do, you have to take the direction into account, and to calculate the direction you can use right hand thumb rule. If they are in same directions, you can simply add. If they are in opposite direction, you will subtract lesser from greater, and if they are making some kind of angle, you will use law of parallelogram or vector addition, like that. So you have done enough with the vectors in the previous classes, so you can do in the same way. But to find out the direction, you should use right hand thumb rule. Okay, that is to be utilized. Now we take the first problem, then your doubts will be clear. So we take the first problem. I current is flowing through this section, okay, this segment, and its radius is small r. So magnetic field at O is to be calculated. So I am writing in the form of problem. Calculate magnetic field at point O. At point O, magnetic field is to be calculated. Now if you see this wire, suppose it is coming from infinity and it is going to infinity. Okay, no matter the wire is of finite length or infinite length, if you see the point of observation where magnetic field is to be calculated, that is lying on the axis. So if I write this one somewhere A, B, C, or D, then through this AB current is passing. This point is lying on the axis. Okay. So when this point is lying on the axis, so the magnetic field due to it will be 0. And very similarly, if you look at this CD wire, okay, this point O is lying on the axis. So the magnetic field will also be equal to 0. So what is left? This circle is left. And what sort of shape is this? This is semicircle. So we know the formula for magnetic field due to circular shape. So we can calculate the magnetic field due to semicircular shape by dividing the magnetic field by 2. Because for complete circle, the magnetic field is B. For the semicircle, it will be B by 2. So I am writing in detail magnetic field due to AB at point O. That will be 0 because it is lying on the axis. Then we find out BBC. This is the magnetic field due to BC. BC what shape? Semicircular. So semicircular circle magnetic field is mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi I upon radius. What is the radius here? R. Okay, then semicircle it will be 1 by 2. But I told you that you have to use right hand thumb rule to find the direction. You can see it is moving in the current is moving in the clockwise direction. So use like this. Okay, then my thumb is pointing in the inward direction. So I must write cross. Okay, so for BC it is coming cross. That means it is there in inward direction. Very similarly, if I write directly BCD, that means the wire which is ranging from C to infinity or C to D. So the point is lying on the axis, so the magnetic field will be 0. So what is the answer? What is the total magnetic field due to this current carrying segment? Total magnetic field B, that is equal to this 0 plus this plus this. That means mu naught upon 4 pi I upon R. In which direction? It is there in inward direction. Clear? So in this way we can calculate the magnetic field due to a shape where we can use the formula or the combination of the formula. Okay? Now students, another problem. Calculate the magnetic field at point O and the shape is given like this. That means you can see there are two semicircles, okay, through which the current is flowing. Okay, if we start from A point, then current is flowing from A to B, and we have to calculate the magnetic field at this O point, and then current is flowing from B to C, it's a semicircle, and then it is flowing from C to D, it's a straight wire, and then it is flowing from D to A. So, as per the formula, there will be four magnetic field. First is magnetic field due to AB, second is BC, third is CD, and final one is DA. There are four magnetic fields. So what best we can do, we can determine each magnetic field along with the directions, and then along with the directions we can simply find their net. So initially we will find this AB. So BAB. Okay, in the previous one you have seen, okay, we calculate the magnetic field on the axis of the wire. This is the straight wire. Okay, on the axis you are considering the point O. So this point O is lying on the axis. So when it is lying on the axis, so magnetic field will be 0. Clear? Magnetic field will be 0. Then we will find out the magnetic field due to BC. BC, what shape? BC shape is semicircle. So circle magnetic field is mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi I upon radius. That is the magnetic field due to circular current carrying loop at the center. And here we are calculating at the center. But it is semicircle. Radius is A. So it will be mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi I upon A. But this is for complete circle. And it is our semicircle. So we need to mark this. So we get 1 upon 2 into mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi I upon radius. Radius is A. But the direction is to be taken into account. If you see the loop, current is flowing from B to C. That means while observing from this side, we can see that the current is flowing in the clockwise direction. So it is flowing in the clockwise direction. So if I adjust my right hand like this, my thumb will be pointing in the inward direction. So what should I write down? I should write down cross. Cross meaning inward. Now let's move on to third magnetic field, that is CD. Again CD, this is the point current is flowing from C to D, but the point of observation where magnetic field is to be calculated is lying on the axis, so the magnetic field will be 0. And the fourth one is left, that is dA. So magnetic field due to dA. Okay, again dA, what shape? dA is semicircle. Okay, but bigger semicircle, the semicircle of greater radius with respect to this one. So we may write down mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi I upon radius. Another radius is d. This is for complete circle. Half this we get for this shape dA. Now the direction is to be taken into account. Current is flowing from D to A. While observing from this side, current is flowing in the anti-clockwise direction. If I may adjust my hand right hand like this, my curl finger are there in anti-clockwise direction, my thumb is pointing outward, meaning thereby magnetic field will be there in the outward directions. So if we see, these are our magnetic field, various magnetic field. This is 0, this is 0, this is there in the inward direction, the fourth one is there in the outward direction. So how to calculate the net magnetic field? Net magnetic field at point O. Okay, first magnetic field which is 0, third is also 0, so they will not contribute because they are 0 in magnitude. Second and fourth they will contribute. Second is there in the inward direction and fourth is there in the outward direction. That means if you consider a point, okay, this particular point, one is there in the outward direction and one is there in the inward direction. So they are in the opposite direction, we can say. And when two vectors are there in opposite direction, how to get the net? The net can be obtained by subtracting the smaller one, okay, from the greater one. Okay, so when you do so, you will get it. Now this is there in the inward direction, this is there in the outward direction. We need to find out initially that which one is greater. So BBC or BDA. You just think, pause the video and think that which one is greater. BBC, that is the magnetic field due to BC, and second BDA, that is the magnetic field due to DA. Which is greater? Think about it. Okay. So if you see the right side, these parameters are common. Here you are getting 1 upon A, here you are getting 1 upon B. And clearly you can see from this that B is greater. So when B is greater, it is there in the denominator. Okay, you divide by large number, then you get less number. So we can see that BDA, magnitude wise, BDA, that will be smaller than BBC. That means BBC, that will be more. Okay, so what is the net magnetic field? Net magnetic field, as they are there in opposite direction, that will be BBC minus BDA. Okay, we will subtract smaller from greater, and we have determined this because this is small, you divide by small quantity, so you will get large, you divide by large quantity, so you will get small. So if we place the value, let's see that what we are going to get. So net magnetic field B, that will be BBC minus BDA. We'll take common 1 upon 2 into mu naught upon 4 pi, okay, and 2 pi A. I common, that will be 1 upon A minus 1 upon B. This we can cancel. Okay, now pi and pi we can cancel. So we can write down mu naught I upon 4. Okay, 1 upon A minus 1 upon B. This is the net magnetic field, but it is incomplete if you do not write the direction. Okay, it is incomplete. So we subtracted BBC to BDA or BDA from BBC. So greater one is BBC. So its direction will be onward. Okay, so the net magnetic field is there. In which direction? Net magnetic field is there in the inward direction. Okay, that is due to this BBC. So in this way we can calculate the net magnetic field due to any particular shape. Okay. Now students, try to solve this particular problem. This shape is given, and as usual you need to calculate magnetic field at O point. Okay. So first of all, let's try to understand what shape is this. So the current is coming from this wire. Let's name it A, B, C, D. Okay. So there are three parts of magnetic field. First is due to AB wire, current carrying wire AB. Second is due to this BC, okay, okay, which is a part of a circle. Third is CD, which is again a straight wire. Okay, so you think about it, how to calculate the magnetic field due to this entire network or entire pattern at point O. If you see the figure carefully, then you will find out this point O is lying on the axis of the wire AB. Very similarly, this point O is lying on the axis of the wire CD. So as usual, I have defined, I told you that if the point of observation is lying on the axis of the current carrying wire, then the magnetic field at the point of observation will be 0, because it will not make any kind of angle, it will make 0 degree. So it will make 0 degree. If you apply Biot-Savart law, you are going to get 0. So the contribution of AB and the contribution of CD, that will be 0. Okay, because the point O or the point of observation is lying on the axis of the wire. Now the entire magnetic field is contributed by this BC, which is a part of a circle. It's a part of a circle. If it would have been completed, this is a circle, but circle part is left. What part is left? That you have to think. If the complete circle is there and this is making 90 degree, it is making 90 degree. Okay, then what part of the complete circle is this? Complete part makes 360 degree. Okay, so 360 degree makes one circle. So 1 degree makes 1 upon 360 degree. And what degree is left? What degree is left? This is 270 degree. So 1 upon 360 degree into 270 degree. If we divide by 9, 0 and 0 cancel. 3 and 4. So it is 3/4 of the circle. So this one is 3/4 of the circle. Okay, the complete circle is 1, then it is the 3/4 circle, 3/4 of the circle. Okay, and this is the 1/4. Meaning thereby, from the given shape, we can understand that only 3/4 or 3/4 of the circle is contributing. 1/4 of the circle is not contributing. So magnetic field due to BC, which is 3/4 of the circle, that will be circle. What is the magnetic field due to circle? Mu naught upon 4 pi, 2 pi r upon radius. What is the radius? R. Okay, and 3/4. So make it 3/4. And direction is to be taken into account. So it is flowing in the clockwise direction. Current is flowing in the clockwise direction. Use the eigen thumb rule clockwise. So it is coming in the inward direction. So magnetic field will be there in inward direction. So total magnetic field you can write like this: pi and pi cancel 2. So it will be 3 upon 8 mu naught I upon r in the inward direction. This is the total magnetic field due to this shape. Okay. So this is the magnetic field due to given shape. Now I am giving you one particular problem. You can determine the magnetic field due to it. Now I am making a correction. Okay. You see, the shape is like this, as usual, R. Okay. You have to calculate the magnetic field due to this A, B, C, D at point O. It's forming the same angle 90 degree. Okay, so that is the work that you have to complete. Okay.